So this weekend is the second annual Evolution PLE. And really, if you take a look at this, and if you take a look at sort of all the events that we're getting this weekend, and you specifically hone into the WWE events, man, do they feel just like rushed and unimportant. Like, I'm not saying this Evolution PLE isn't like there isn't going to be anything good on it, because obviously there is. You know what I mean? Like, these women are obviously going to have great matches, and they're obviously going to kick ass as far as the matches go. But as far as the stories, like, it just feels super just, rushed and unimportant, because like, you have Io and Tiffany, and they challenge and they pick their challengers. You know what I mean? It's just uncreative. But we're gonna get started here. I do want to state this before I get into any of my predictions. I don't watch NXT, so I don't know nobody from the teams that are, that's going to be from NXT. Or I know there's an NXT championship match for the women's side here. I don't know a single person from NXT, so forgive me if I don't know that. I'm just going to give you my thoughts as far as what I think we're going to see on the Evolution card. So let's start off here with Tiffany Stratton against Trish Stratus. This one, 100% predictable. Going to Tiffany. They just want Trish to have a moment here on the Evolution card, because it's Evolution, it's Trish Stratus. She is obviously a veteran in this stage of her career, so they want to give this to her. So kind of easy to predict there. Tiffany Stratton. We'll go next with the Women's Intercontinental Championship, that being Lara Valkyria against Becky Lynch against Bayley. I think Becky Lynch has done an amazing job ever since WrestleMania 41. When she returned, she started that feud with Lyra. They had that tremendous match at Backlash and at Money in the Bank. And I don't see her losing here. I don't know what the direction is for SummerSlam, because if you think about it, like, she beats, let's say she beats or Lyra, right? And she wins. She kind of has claimed to like not give them a rematch at SummerSlam, because I don't know what you would do in that case. Because are you just gonna run a triple threat match again with these three women? Are you gonna do a singles match between Becky and somebody else? Like, I don't know what the play is here. I do know that Becky's going to retain, however, but like I said, I don't know what the plan is going forward. Like I said before, the NXT Championship women's match, I don't know who's involved there. I'm just gonna, play it safe and say the champion is going to retain there. Next, we have Jade against Naomi. Jade and Naomi had their match at WrestleMania 41, and Jade got the win there. I do think Jade is going to get the win here as well, because ultimately Naomi is going to get the final last laugh against Jade Cargill when she cashes in at SummerSlam. I think there may be a situation there where Jade is about to win the women's championship and then Naomi cashes in, or maybe Jade does win the women's championship at SummerSlam and then Naomi cashes in regardless and beats her. Like I said before, I think Jade is going to win, but Naomi will get the last laugh, definitely. The women's battle royal, I think the winner ends up going to Clash in Paris to challenge for the championship of their respective brand. So if somebody from Raw wins, they go on to challenge Io Sky or Rhea Ripley. Somebody from SmackDown wins, they go on to challenge for that championship as well. I think probably my early prediction here is going to be Stephanie Vaquer. They've kind of teased here the whole Nikki Bella thing. I don't know if that's the direction they're going in, but I think I'm going to play it safe and I'm going to stick to Stephanie Vaquer. Next, we have the Four Corners women's match, and I think the front runners here are between Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair and Raquel and Roxanne Perez. I think I'm going to stick to the Judgment Day though, because this is their first championship defense. I don't think they're going to lose this quickly. I think Alexa and Charlotte, there's more of a story there to tell if they end up losing, and then maybe when they get another opportunity, they can come together and really kind of unite as a tag team, as an actual legit tag team. So I think for now, you're probably going to go with Raquel and Roxanne, and that kind of adds a lot more to the Judgment Day story. And lastly, we're going to end off with this, which I think is probably going to main event, that being Rhea Ripley against Io Sky for the Women's Championship. This match is kind of unpredictable, because on the one hand, I can see this match going either way. I could see Io retaining, because when you take a look at Io's championship reign, it hasn't been stellar, right? She hasn't really done much other than her match at WrestleMania, and that was basically all that she's done within this championship reign. And I don't know if they're really that sort of, clueless as to just give Rhea the championship. But then again, I could 100% see Rhea Ripley winning the championship. So I don't know where I stand with this. I think I'm going to make a bold prediction though. I think I'm going to say that Rhea Ripley ends up winning the championship here. That's kind of what I'm predicting. I wouldn't necessarily put the championship back on Rhea this quickly. I would kind of give EO, at the very least up until SummerSlam. But if they're gonna do it, they're probably gonna do it here at Evolution. Have her walk into SummerSlam as the women's champion. So let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know your thoughts and your reactions to my predictions here. And as always, I will see you all on the next one.